Hi, my name's Carl Greathouse, and this is my presentation about Paul McDonald's article called AI is Transforming Finance, but it won't replace you in the Strategic Finance magazine. So, in his article, Paul consistently points out that whenever a new technology comes onto the scene, especially one that's as game changing as AI is, that professionals, especially in the accounting and finance industries, tend to get a little uneasy about what that will mean for their jobs, if they'll be replaced or slowly phased out by the AI. McDonald asserts, though, that AI isn't something that is going to um, phase us out, but much like when personal computers came onto the scene, it's something that will make accountants even more powerful and give us the tools to be even more valuable to a potential employer and also to those that we serve, our clients. So, there's a few things that AI will be really good at playing a role in. These tend to be the more menial things that most professionals don't seem to love too much about their job, including just number crunching, determining creditworthiness, sorting through thousands of transactions to find unusual transactions to see if there's fraud or some sort of attempt to manipulate financial statements. Um, Helping monitor internal control compliance, as well as helping employees to remain compliant with internal controls, and then assisting customers in performing complex or simple transactions online. Again, these are things um, that most finance and accounting professionals aren't really enjoying as much about their jobs anyway, and aren't their most valuable functions to begin with anyway. So those are the things that AI will mostly take over. There's some things that professionals will still be very needed in addition to supervising all those AI roles that we just mentioned. Professionals will need to take more charge in communicating, building an overall strategy for the company, often using tools from AI. But AI can't necessarily look into the future super well. That will require professionals, especially if there's a changing landscape in their business environment. And then also leading the company, and especially, perhaps most importantly, honestly, is going to be determining the ethical implications of the decisions that AI might prompt companies to make. Just because something's the best for the bottom line of the company doesn't mean that it's fair or that it won't have repercussions to the company in the future or to potential stakeholders such as employees, community members where the company is, or customers. So those are all things that professionals will have to kind of step back and take a look at what's the AI done, and then what does that really mean? Does that fit into our overall strategy? Is it right? Additionally, McDonald talks a lot about becoming an effective AI partner, something called symbiotic computing, where the AI might be doing the number crunching, but you're performing all those roles we just talked about. Few ways that he suggested to do this is to improve our IT skills, to seek out a mentor that has good IT skills that we can have help us to become better, so that we can more effectively and efficiently learn AI and other softwares. Another thing is to volunteer for pilot programs within our organizations, and then also to be a lasting or a positive influence when a company is trying to introduce a new technology. Companies tend to deal with a lot of pushback whenever they try to change things or to introduce a new software. But if you're a positive influence on that, not only can you help the company turn to be embracing of new softwares and AIs, but you can also um, get noticed and be promoted earlier. So that's a few ways that we should be excited and not dreading the rollout of AI. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.